Good afternoon, everyone. This is another segment of Here and Now News with Catherine, my granddaughter, and myself. And what are we going to be talking about today, Catherine?
Bullying.
Bullying, that's right. So let me come on over and sit down and we'll get this thing started. Okay, Catherine, did you ever get bullied in school?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kids can be so cruel.
Kids can be very cruel. Do you think bullying is limited to kids?
Oh no. Oh no. I mean, adults bully each other too. I
Okay.
mean, it's, like you think when you're a kid that you're going to grow up and like everybody's an adult and like, they're nice to each other and nobody's mean to each other. But I mean, adults are just as mean to each other as kids sometimes.
Okay, I agree with that 100%. What do you think the definition of bullying is?
Just any kind of, just being mean to each other. Like, it's, stealing somebody's lunch money or, name calling.
No, well, stealing somebody's lunch money, that's not bullying, that's just stealing.
What's theft, okay? I guess.
I think the definition of bullying is trying to insert your influence over another person by using either mental or physical means to accomplish something that you want. Now, you might want only to look big in the eyes of your friends. So, in other words, young boys do that a lot. There'll be a couple of young boys, and one of them will bully another kid so that he can make himself look big in the eyes of his friends.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So, you kind of agree with that definition?
Oh, yeah. I do.
So, what should parents do about bullying?
I think, we should talk to our children and just try to put a stop to it, I mean, really, there are situations where, parents need to step in because there have been a lot of kids commit suicide because of bullying.
That's true, but I think what parents really need to do is they need to explain to their children what bullying is.
Yes.
That it's natural, okay?
It is.
It's natural. And I don't care how much we talk about it in these parent-teacher forums or these get-togethers that parents have or whatever, or how many laws we pass, and I'm sure there's laws against bullying in certain localities and so forth. It's still going to happen.
It is.
Bullying is going to happen because it's natural. But I think parents need to tell their children that bullying occurs and how to deal with it when it occurs.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the best thing to do is just walk away.
Yes.
Okay? Don't stand there and take it, just walk away. Sometimes the best thing to do is to tell a teacher and then tell another teacher and then tell another teacher. The bottom line is this, parents and people out there in YouTube land, the bottom line is this. Teachers and principals and other teachers are working a job just to get paid. They don't want to have any problems. And if your kid comes to them and tell them that they're being bullied, what they're going to do is they're probably going to say, well, the situation will take care of itself. Probably won't even do nothing. They'll probably say, thank you for telling me. And that's probably going to be it. Now, let me tell you what parents you should do. If you got a child that is being bullied badly or whatever, you need to talk to them and explain what the situation is. Explain all about bullying and why it occurs and et cetera, et cetera. But you also need to get your children into some self-defense classes like judo and karate. That will not only teach them how to defend themselves, that will teach them discipline, okay? And the people that teach those classes, they are very conscientious about not using the newfound ability to bully other people. So that shouldn't make your children become bullies. That should make your children be able to defend themselves and stand up against bullies. So I would say, get your wimpy children into self-defense classes, whether it be judo, karate, wrestling, whatever, or
Taekwondo.
boxing,
Boxing, yeah, wrestling, yep. Those are two good
taekwondo.
ones.
It will not only teach them discipline, it'll be good for them physically, and it will teach them how to handle bullies. Now, as far as adults being bullied, so what are we now at, 5 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, as far as adults being bullied, adults are bullied all the time on the job. For example, if you have 4 or 5 women working together and 3 or 4 of them want to go out after work and have some drinks, okay? And they talk to you, they say, why don't you come on out with me and the girls, we're going to go have a couple of drinks, you know? And you say, well, I better not, I better get home to my husband and so forth, they'll be worried about me and so forth. One of the girls will liable to say, poor thing, her hubby won't let her go. Now that is bullying.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize it, but that is bullying. They're trying to influence you mentally to do what it is that they want you to do. Also, they're trying to make themselves look big in the eyes of the other girls.
Yep.
By the same token, if a guy's working with a bunch of other guys, and the guys want to go out and have a few drinks or do something after work, and the guys ask this one guy, they'll say, why don't you go with us? And he'll say, no, I better not, I better get on home to the wife. And one of the guys will say, wifey won't let him go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's bullying the man, okay? So the thing about it is, bullying occurs. It does not necessarily have to be physical intimidation. It can be mental. But that's an example. Also, in the adult world, I mean, men and young men, college kids and young men especially, they all try to bully each other physically, you know.
Yeah.
I won't beat the crap out of you unless you do whatever, you know. So men are more macho and more want to fight than women do. Women do not have the testosterone which makes you want to fight and be aggressive like men have. So with men and young boys, once they hit puberty, this testosterone is there that makes them want to fight. And that, because of that, they're more apt to be bullying, male bullying, than female bullying. But female bullying does occur, absolutely 100%.
Oh, yeah.
But also, you got to realize that bullying can occur. Teachers can bully children.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And police officers are bad about bullying people. I mean, a lot of them have a lot of macho, and they'll bully you, and they got guns on their hips. So what you got to do as far as bullying is concerned, you just got to know when to just take it, you know, and just be nice and polite, and not be aggressive, especially toward a police officer that's got a gun on his hip, or especially to like a teacher who is a figure that's appointed over you. I mean, a teacher may bully you and saying, what's the matter? Your mommy and daddy won't let you do your homework, or something like that, you know, or the teacher may say, everybody knows how to do this except,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Or something like Little Johnny was all sucked into the video games, too busy to do his homework, huh?
Yeah, that's like a type of bullying, and that is like the teacher is trying to make herself look big in front of the other students, you know. So lots of different types of bullying. Parents need to talk to their children about it, and like I say, you know, if you got a child or a young teenager or whatever that's being bullied, get them into self-defense classes, judo, karate, taekwondo, savate, which is French foot fighting, or any of those sports. Boxing is good. A lot of cities have youth boxing where they'll get together a couple of times a week and teach young children how to box and so forth. And I want to tell you something. Somebody that knows how to box, they can sure put the hurt on somebody.
10 minutes. We're at 10 minutes.
We're at 10 minutes. Okay. So anyway, we've talked about bullying, and to do a little recap here, bullying is a natural phenomenon, and I don't care how bad you say bullying is and how horrible it is, you're not going to change human behavior, right?
Right.
Bullying has been around for hundreds of thousands of years. It's going to stay around because we're human beings. We're not peaceful. We are aggressive beings. We're constantly fighting for our next bite of food, a place to live. We're struggling, and bullying is part of that. I mean, we are aggressive beings, and as a result, there will be bullies, and people will try to bully you. So accept it. Don't start trying to pass laws and all of this other stuff against bullying and stuff. I mean, it's a natural phenomenon. It's here. It's going to stay here. It's been here. You're not going to change it. The only thing you can do is understand what it is and help your children and the people you love learn how to deal with it. You agree with that? Okay, so we're at 12 minutes here, so we're going to get ready to cut this thing off. So what do we want to talk about next? What? Any suggestions?
I think we should do a video on fidget spinners. They're a big thing right now.
Fidget spinners. I don't know anything about fidget spinners.
Anything about we can read up on it. I
All
have
right.
one.
So what we'll do is we'll do fidget spinners, and we'll do that right now in a couple of minutes. And like I say, I don't know anything about them. Catherine knows a little bit about them. So we'll talk about fidget spinners, and we're going to start that here in a couple of minutes, just as soon as we finish this one. All right, well, signing off on this one right now. This has been another edition of Here and Now News with Catherine and me. So don't forget to subscribe.
And hit the notification bell because we post new videos quite often.